Most people, they stall. They stall until the fire burns out, until the hunger fades, until their edge dulls into dust. But not you. You were never meant to tiptoe through this life begging for chances like a peasant in a palace. You were built different, built for first strikes, not second guesses. While they were waiting for green lights, you ran every red. While they were mapping out safety nets, you were sharpening blades. They told you to be humble, to wait your turn, to soften your blows, but soft doesn't cut through steel. You were born to cut through. Ruthless aggression isn't rage, it's clarity. It's the cold, surgical precision of someone who refuses to kneel. It's moving before anyone else even knows there's a game being played. You don't need perfect timing, you are the storm. You don't chase opportunity, you corner it. Every empire you admire was once just a decision away from destruction, but someone made the move. Someone struck first. Then someone walked away wearing a crown. So what's stopping you? Fear? Doubt? Caution? Let them keep that. Let the timid sit in the shadows while you light the whole damn sky on fire. You've bled, you've burned, and you've learned. And now, you strike. Not with apology, not with a warning. You strike with power, with direction, with so much force the ground remembers your footsteps. This world was never built to reward the hesitant. It bows only to those who demand to be seen. So move. Fast. Loud. Sharp. You don't need their permission. You don't need their approval. You need one thing: impact. The kind that shakes the silence and leaves the timid choking on their own delay. They'll say you're too much. Good. That's what it takes to make history. You strike first, or you get erased. There is no middle ground. And you were never built to beg. You were built to break through. They'll tell stories about you not because you followed the rules, but because you rewrote them. You didn't wait for a crown, you walked in, eyes blazing, and dared the world to deny you. You didn't knock on the door, you kicked it in, dragged opportunity out by the throat, and made it scream your name. That's the difference between the watchers and the warriors. The watchers wait for the world to decide what they're worth. The warriors decide for themselves. You were never a spectator. You were never supposed to clap from the sidelines while lesser men lived your dream. You've always been the threat they prayed wouldn't show up. The storm they hoped would pass. The fire they couldn't extinguish. You are the consequence. And now there's no more holding back. Strike now. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Because if you don't, someone weaker with louder lies will take what was always meant for you. And they'll smile while doing it. That's the sick part. The world doesn't give success to the most deserving. It gives it to the most unrelenting. So you've got two choices: stay safe, stay small, stay unseen, or burn through the barricades. Be so ruthless in your pursuit that regret doesn't even get a chance to speak. Power isn't about cruelty, it's about certainty. It's knowing that you are the one. It's refusing to flinch when the world aims fire at your feet. It's laughing when the pressure hits, because pressure only cracks the ones who were never forged right. But you were built in it, bred for this moment. So let them brace. Let them whisper. Let them pray you won't go all in. Because once you do, it's over. You don't lose battles. You end them. You don't bend. You break through. You are the sharp edge of destiny. The proof that hesitation is suicide, and aggression when wielded with purpose is divine. Don't look back. Don't slow down. Don't flinch. Because every second you hesitate, the weak multiply. And this world, it doesn't need more sheep. It needs someone who bites back, someone who takes. So strike, loud, relentless. First, always. They'll say you changed. They'll say you're not the same quiet, careful version of yourself they could manipulate, guilt trip, or ignore, and they'd be absolutely right. Because the old you, that version died the day you realized you were done asking for crumbs while carrying the damn oven on your back. The old you hesitated. The old you played small to keep the peace. The old you let fear have a say. But now you are the storm, the warpath, the reckoning. You walk different, talk different, move like someone who knows they don't owe anyone a damn thing, not explanations, not apologies, nothing. Because power doesn't stutter, it commands. And you finally stepped into the command seat. They'll try to pull you back with nostalgia, with guilt, with fake concern, but you already know the trick. That's not love. That's fear dressed up in flattery. They're scared, terrified. Because when you move with ruthless aggression, when you start taking up space unapologetically, when you walk into a room like you own the oxygen, they can't ignore you anymore. They can't box you in, label you safe, or keep you beneath them. Your existence disrupts their comfort. Your presence shatters the silence they used to hide behind. You don't just step onto the battlefield anymore, you own it. And everyone who doubted you, they can either bow or get out of the way. And if they thought this was just a phase, let them. Let them underestimate. Let them scoff, mock, talk behind your back. Because while they whisper, you win. While they wait, you build. While they pray for your downfall, you keep climbing, keep striking, keep taking. Because victory doesn't belong to the loudest, it belongs to the last one standing. And that's you, built from pressure, sharpened by betrayal, carved out of chaos. Not everyone's going to like this version of you. Good. You weren't made to be liked. You were made to be remembered. And now that you've woken up that force inside you, there's no going back. No more waiting for signs. No more wishing on stars. You are the sign. You are the star. They told you to manifest it. You became it. You didn't sit around hoping for a door, you kicked down walls. And every time they said, calm down, stay humble, be realistic, you grinned, because deep down you knew realism is for the resigned. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to disrupt, to dominate, to dismantle every system that tried to shrink you. The rules. You don't follow them. You rewrite them in blood, sweat, and undeniable success. You're not here to be tolerated, you're here to be felt. So hard, they still flinch when they hear your name whispered in rooms you haven't even entered yet. Now the whole world feels it, that shift in the air when you walk in. That silence that stretches when your name comes up. That pressure behind every one of your moves. Because you're not here to compete, you're here to clear the board. You're not aiming to be the best in the room, you're aiming to own the building. And while they're still playing chess, you flipped the table and built your own game from fire, failure, and sheer force of will. You've seen too much, survived too much, grown too sharp to ever be soft again. And now your footsteps echo like warning shots. Now your ambition bites. They can't stop you. Not because they haven't tried, but because it's already too late. You've tasted the power of moving without permission. You've felt the electricity that comes from trusting yourself so deeply, nothing outside of you can shake it. That kind of conviction, it's radioactive. It makes people nervous. It makes the cowards hide. It makes the fakes run for cover. And good, because this next level you're stepping into, it doesn't allow passengers. It doesn't entertain pity, doubt, or excuses. You've got no time to explain why you're rising. The ones who get it are already watching with awe. The rest can choke on their confusion. You're not just climbing anymore, you're ascending. With scars as your armor, pain as your blueprint, and purpose as your engine. No detours, no delays. Just pure, violent momentum. Because the truth is, every time you were underestimated, every time you were counted out, every time someone tried to dim your fire, it fed you. And now you burn too bright to be ignored, too sharp to be handled, too damn focused to be stopped. This is your era. Not someday, not when the timing is right. Right now. So look around, take it in, because this battlefield, it's yours. And by the time the dust settles, they won't just remember your name. They'll remember they had a chance to stop you when they hesitated. You don't seek revenge, you outlive it. You don't respond to disrespect, you drown it in results. You don't chase dreams, you make them nervous. Your presence is pressure. Your silence is strategy. Your movement, unstoppable. Because the moment you stopped explaining yourself, the game changed. You became what they feared most, a weapon with purpose, a force with no leash. You don't need validation from people who never saw your worth. You don't need backup. You are the cavalry. You are the aftershock, the quake that cracks the masks off every fraud that ever doubted you. They thought they buried you. You were the seed. They thought they ended you. You were just getting warmed up. So here's your final warning to the world. You will not bow. You will not break. You will not beg. You were made for conquest, and your time is now. Not when it's safe. Not when it's quiet. Now. Because only the ruthless rise. Only the bold remain. Only the ones who move like destiny itself win. So strike first. Strike hard. Strike like the one who never needed a throne to prove they were royalty. You were always the ruler. You just finally remembered. This isn't a motivational speech. This is your war cry. Now move. Like, comment, and subscribe.